press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello, my dear students. Welcome back for session 2, alcohols, phenols, and ethers. Already in last session, we finished regarding the preparations of alcohols from alkenes. So the topic name is alcohols, phenols, and ethers. In last class already it was done the basic classification and IUPAC naming and somewhat else, that is one preparation we done. One preparation from alkenes. From alkenes. From alkenes means already alkenes on hydrolysis, acid hydrolysis gives rise to aldehydes. Alcohols. Second one is oxymercuration and demercuration, followed by Marconi compound. And third one is the hydroboration. Hydroboration followed by what about hydroboration? The mechanism by anti-Marconi compound. So the three reactions what we discussed in last class regarding the preparation of alkenes, preparation of alcohols from alkenes. From alkenes it was. So alkenes, three preparations was there from alkenes. Number one, hydrolysis, acid hydrolysis. Second one is the oxymercuration and demercuration. Third one is the hydroboration. Oxymercuration, demercuration is Marconi-Karp rule background, and hydroboration is a anti-Marconi-Karp rule background. Anti-Marconi-Karp rule means one alcohol. Marconi-Karp rule is two alcohol. And today still some more preparations are there, very very important to preparation of alcohols. So second one, so preparations. Second one, from aldehydes and ketones. So my dear students, aldehydes and ketones both are belongs to carbonyl compounds. Common functional group is the C double bond O. C double bond O, common functional group. In that C double bond O, carbon is positively charged, oxygen is negatively charged on delocalization of pi bond towards oxygen atom. Oxygen get negative, carbon get positive. That point keep in your mind. So from aldehydes and ketones. Number one, from aldehydes and ketones, simple we should go with number one is RMGX. RMGX, first one, A, with RMGX. RMGX, we know what is RMGX? Grignard reagent. RMGX is called as Grignard reagent. You should keep on point. R is negative, MGX is positive. Grignard reagent can be split into R minus, alkyl negative. MGX is the positive. That is very 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 important. R minus, MGX is the positive. So here I would like to express three reactions regarding this. When aldehydes and ketones react with Grignard reagent. Aldehydes and ketones react with Grignard reagent. Common aldehyde, formaldehyde. Formaldehyde, this is called as, my dear students, it is called as formaldehyde. Reacts with RMGX. R is minus, MGX is plus. Simple here. See, double bond O is there. Just you can shift the double bond towards oxygen is negative, carbon is positive. Because already in GOC we know oxygen is negative, carbon is positive. After that, negative attacks to positive carbon, positive with negative. So here what we will get means, what we will get here? Hydrogen single bond. Here we introduced one alkyl group. Alkyl group nothing but is a CH3 methyl group. Any one of the methyl group. It is a ethyl group. Whatever it may be, you should take that R group. And remaining part here, double bond becomes single bond. Here it is O minus and MgX plus. And it is H. See this. This is a addition product. It is. Remember, my dear students, aldehydes are ketones, or we should go with general reaction. Very good reactions. RCHO. RCHO plus RMGX gives rise to R R dash. You go with R dash. R single bond COM minus MgX plus H R dash. So here RMGX means R is a negative charge, MgX is a positive charge. You should target C double bond O. Target the C double bond O when oxygen negative, carbon positive. Just you can exchange negative to positive, positive to negative. There is no risk here. Simple, you should exchange negative to positive, positive to negative. This situation is called as addition product. This addition product decompose. This addition product decompose in the presence of dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4. Where you observe, my dear students, decomposition takes place in the presence of dilute HCl, dilute H2SO4 means these reagents can produce water. Means this further reaction is called as hydrolysis reaction. Hydrolysis reaction means just you should add H plus OH minus. H plus OH minus. Addition of H plus to this and removal of MgX and addition of OH to this MgX. So here what happens means this entire MgX is add with OH gives rise to R single bond COH R dash plus MgOHX. MgOHX. This is a reaction. Clear? This is the simple reaction. Don't get confused. Very easy. Aldehyde or ketone both are having C double bond O. What I am saying here, aldehydes and ketones both are having C double bond O. Just you can shift the double bond towards oxygen. In that C double bond O, C is a plus, O is a minus. Then you should select the reagent, the Grignard reagent. R is minus, MgX plus. Minus to plus, plus to minus. You will get one addition compound. This addition compound decomposes in the presence of dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4 leads to the formation of alcohols. So aldehydes and ketones reacts with the Grignard reagent gives rise to alcohols. So this alcohol is called as which type of alcohol? Primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, tertiary alcohols. Three types of alcohols we expect from this reaction. If the starting compound is formaldehyde, formaldehyde gives rise to primary alcohol. Acetaldehyde gives rise to secondary alcohol. Acetone gives rise to tertiary alcohol. These 3 points you keep in your mind, very important. Formaldehyde react with Grignard reagent gives primary alcohol. Acetaldehyde react with Grignard reagent gives secondary alcohol. Acetone reacts with Grignard reagent gives rise to tertiary alcohol. I will give with one simple example regarding this. Suppose we should go with formaldehyde, H single bond, C double bond, OH. This is a formaldehyde. Plus a CH3 MgBr, take CH3 MgBr, CH3 minus MgBr plus, this is called as Grignard. So here oxygen negative, carbon positive because delocalization, negative to positive, positive to negative, we will get one intermediate, that is H single bond, CO minus MgBr, here CH3 single bond H, here sorry, positive to negative, negative to positive. This is called addition compound. Addition compound and decompose in the presence of dilute HCl. Addition of water to this, eliminate this part. Then what we will get? HC OHH CH3, or we should write this is CH3 CH2OH. This is a functional group. This is carbon, so this is called as primary alcohol. So this is a reaction mechanism. So it is a reaction process. So formaldehyde react with methyl magnesium bromide. Formaldehyde react with methyl magnesium bromide gives rise to an addition compound. This addition compound on decomposes in the presence of dilute acid leads to the formation of primary alcohol because of CH3 CH2OH. CH3 CH2OH is called as primary alcohol only. It is primary alcohol. So formaldehyde plus RMgX, primary alcohol. Suppose here you should replace this by CH3. Suppose you should add this to CH3. Here also you should take CH3. Here also we will get CH3. Then what will be the answer? This carbon carboxylic acid, the functional group carbon. Functional group carbon is attached with 2 carbons. Then we will get secondary alcohol. secondary alcohol. Suppose same, you can replace this hydrogen with CH3. Replace this hydrogen with CH3, or this hydrogen also CH3, this hydrogen also CH3, then what we'll get means, we'll get the compound is a tertiary alcohol. So final, what is the conclusion regarding this means, you should don't get confused. When aldehydes or ketones react with RNGX, aldehydes and ketones react with RNGX gives rise to alcohols, primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. Formaldehyde gives primary alcohol, acetaldehyde gives secondary alcohol, acetone gives tertiary alcohol. These reactions I will give one simple conclusion process. So you should go with that conclusion reactions. That will be useful for the entrance point of view, because of some chemical reactions which are followed with respect to RMGX also. Because of where we observed such type of reactions means in conversions A to B, B to C, like that. So from aldehydes, ketones, this is I will give one simple reaction to all. C double bond O. This is carbonyl. Carbonyl we should go with aldehyde or ketone plus RMGX, R minus MGX plus MGX attach here, R attach here, gives rise to R OMGX. This is addition product, addition. Next add water, OHH. Eliminate this, remaining is ROH plus MgOHX. This is alcohol. So this is a simple reaction. It is either you should take either aldehyde carbonyl compound, either aldehyde or ketone. Here two hydrogen atoms, primary alcohol. One is hydrogen, one is methyl group, secondary alcohol. Two will be the methyl groups, that is ketone, tertiary alcohol. So formaldehyde plus RMGX gives 1 degree alcohol. Acetaldehyde plus RMGX 2 degree alcohols, and last one is acetone plus RMGX gives rise to tertiary alcohols. These are the conclusions regarding this, my dear students. Make a note this reaction. Common reaction, you should go with common reaction. This is a common reaction. These two valencies, the two valencies are satisfied by hydrogens. Formaldehyde. One is hydrogen, one is methyl group, acetaldehyde. Two will be the methyl groups, acetone. Two will be the methyl group in CH3, CH3, C, OH, R. R is alkyl group, any one of the alkyl group. So when Grignard reagent reacts with aldehydes and ketones, it gives rise to the alcohols, primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, and tertiary alcohols. And next, second one. Second one is also we are going with aldehydes and ketones, that is a reduction. Reduction it is. Reduction of aldehydes and ketones. Second one is also from aldehydes only. From aldehydes or ketones. The reaction is B, reduction. So generally we know the reduction takes place in the presence of reducing agent. Reduction takes place in the presence of reducing agent, that is lithium aluminum hydride you should take, sodium borohydride you should take, or sodium in the presence of ethyl alcohol, or H2 in the presence of platinum palladium. These are the reducing agents. My dear students, make a note it is. These are the reducing agents. And here lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride reduce aldehyde ketone. Lithium aluminum hydride cannot reduce double bond, cannot reduce triple bond. That point you should make a note, my dear students. Can reduce aldehyde or ketone, cannot reduce double bond or triple bond. Can reduce aldehyde or ketone, cannot reduce double bond or triple bond. 1 mole lithium aluminum hydride, 1 mole lithium aluminum hydride produce 1 mole lithium aluminum hydride produce 4 H atoms. You should remember this point also, very important. 1 mole lithium aluminum hydride produce 4 hydrogen atoms. Very good reducing agent it is. 1 mole lithium aluminum hydride produce 4 hydrogen atoms. On the basis of that, we should go what will be the reactions. RCHO. What is the reagent here? LiAlH4. LiAlH4 means simply you should add H. Add hydrogens to this. Addition of hydrogens to this. Then what happens? Addition of hydrogens to this. Simply you should add one hydrogen to this, one hydrogen to this. One hydrogen to this, one hydrogen to this, because of here double bond will be there. Actually, one mole of lithium aluminum hydride produce 4 hydrogen atoms, but here the 4 hydrogen atoms are not required. Only 2 hydrogens required here. So what will be the answer? R single bond OH. This is called as what it is? Alcohol. Reduction of reduction of aldehydes gives rise to alcohols. Reduction of aldehydes gives rise to alcohols. Reduction takes place in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride. Aldehyde gives rise to alcohol. Suppose ketone, you should go with ketone. R single bond, R double bond, or don't get confused. Here you should take R. So this is called as ketone. This is called as aldehyde. Same lithium aluminum hydride. Reduction. What I said, addition of one hydrogen to this side, one hydrogen to this side. 2 hydrogens only required here. No need to take 4 hydrogen atoms. Then what will be the answer is R single bond C, R single bond OH. So this is called as also what it is? Alcohol. Aldehydes and ketones undergoes reduction in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, sodium ethyl alcohol, or catalytic hydrogen. Any one of the hydrogenation will get only alcohols according to the compound. Formaldehyde, primary alcohol, estaldehyde, secondary alcohol, acetone, tertiary alcohol, like that. No need to distinguish that. So according to the reaction, we should get this one. So here reduction of aldehydes or ketones. Reduction of aldehydes or ketones gives rise to the alcohols. So these two preparations we expect from carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds means that is aldehydes and ketones. And next number 3. Number 3 from esters. Number 3 from esters, very important, my students. And number 2, now what I said, suppose the compound was like this: CH2 double bond, sorry, CH3 single bond, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH4 is there. They will give like this: LiAlH4. LiAlH4 is a good reducing agent. It can reduce only aldehyde or ketone. Cannot reduce double bond. That is very important point, my students. Cannot reduce double bond, only reduce aldehyde or ketone. Because of LiAlH4, actually it produces 4 hydrogens, but this required how many hydrogens? 2 H atoms. Then what will be the answer? CH3 single bond, CH double bond. It is a CH2 and a CH2OH. Aldehyde is converted into alcohol. Aldehyde is converted into alcohol. There is no change in double bond. No change. You make a note. This is very important. This is no change. No change in the position of double bond. No change in the position means double bond is not affected by lithium aluminum hydride. Means this type of alcohols are unsaturated alcohols. Unsaturated alcohols we can prepare by using this method. It is unsaturated alcohols. And here next number third one. Third one is from esters. In that also number 1 is reduction. Here also reduction we required LiAlH4, lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride is compared to sodium borohydride, lithium aluminum hydride is a good reducing agent, while reduction reaction takes place with respect to the ester. Ester formula we know that RCOOR. So here, my dear students, RCOOR dash. You will go with like this: RCOOR dash. In examination point of view, they should give LiAlH4. LiAlH4 for esters. This is an example for ester. Ester required 4 H atoms. Ester required how many H atoms? 4 H atoms. Already we know each lithium aluminum hydride, 1 mole of lithium aluminum hydride provide 4 hydrogen atoms. So here you do one thing, while ester will be there, lithium aluminum hydride is there. Break the bond here, my dear students, break the bond, COR bond. After breaking the bond, this lithium aluminum hydride supplied 4 hydrogen atoms. How many hydrogen atoms? 4 hydrogen atoms. These 4 hydrogen atoms, one hydrogen atom if you add this side, it becomes R dash OH. Remaining 3 hydrogen atoms will be there. The 3 hydrogen atoms goes to, one is this oxygen, 2 are goes to this carbon. 2 are goes to this carbon, 1 is goes to this oxygen. So here 3 hydrogen atoms, here 1 hydrogen atom. What will be the answer means RCH2OH plus R dash OH. This is very important, my dear students. Make a note. This was a very important reaction. This Esterson reduction. Reduction takes place in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride in the presence of reduction takes place. That two total ester is converted into alcohol only. Here RCO OR dash. This R dash becomes ROH. Remaining RCO will be there. CO required 3 hydrogens. 1 hydrogen for this oxygen, 2 hydrogens for this carbon. Then what will be the answer? RCH2OH plus ROH. Reduction of ester takes place in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride. Because of each atom of each mole of lithium aluminum hydride produce 4 hydrogen atoms. How many hydrogen atoms? 4 hydrogen atoms. So this is from esters. You should take any one of the, I am giving the general reactions because of each and every reaction is based on this general reaction. And second one is a little bit complicated, but don't get confused. Second one is also from ester, but second reaction is with RMGX. With RMGX. Here we will get the reaction mechanism is followed by several steps. That's why you should understand the concept how we should write it is. The reagent is like this: R single bond COOR plus RMGX. You should take R2MGX, R2, because to avoid confusions. We should take like this: R2MGX. R2MGX means R is negative, MGX is positive. Negative attached to this side, positive attached to this side, because of delocalization takes place. Delocalization takes place between carbon versus double bond oxygen. Then what is answer is we will get one intermediate, that is O minus MGX. Here OR dash, here R2. This will be the intermediate. Understand? Simple, you should add total RMGX to that molecule. Addition of RMGX to that molecule, we will get one intermediate addition compound. On this addition compound, you should eliminate one compound. What is that elimination part means? ROMGX you should eliminate here. R dash OMGX. After eliminating R dash OMGX, because of while eliminating, how it was eliminating means on hydrolysis of this one. On hydrolysis of this one, here you will get OH, here you will get OH. Because of once you observe here, R dash OH will get. Simple, you should add water. Addition of water. What I am saying, addition of water. This H covered with this oxygen. 2 molecules you take. This H took with this oxygen, and here ROH will be going out. Here MgXOH will be going out. So to avoid the confusions, what will get final means here COH will get. Here this entire part becomes OH. This entire part becomes OH. Here COH means it is unstable. When it becomes stable means elimination of water from this. Elimination of water from this means this total compound is converted into ketone. Total compound is converted into ketone means you will get like this: RC double bond O R dash. Not R dash, it is R2. We will get this one: R C double bond O R2. On the elimination of RO minus what eliminate here? Minus RO MgX eliminate. Minus R dash O MgX will be eliminated. On this addition compound, we will get RC double bond O R2. RC double bond O R2. Again here C double bond O is this compound requires again one more RMGX, R3MGX. R3MGX, R is minus, MGX is plus. Again you should add this to this, this to this. What we will get means R single bond OMGX. Here R3 attacks, here R2 is there, and hydrolysis gives rise to what is the compound? RCOH, R2, R3. This is called as a tertiary alcohol. So what is the conclusion regarding this? This is very, very important. To understand the concept means we need something, some basic fundamental points regarding to understand this concept. So here, what will be the importance of this means if you should take one ester molecule required two Grignard reagents. One ester required, one RMGX, one more RMGX. Two molecules of RMGX gives rise to tertiary alcohols. Esters on react with Grignard reagent to give rise to tertiary alcohols, except formic acid, which is produce ester. Except formic acid ester. Except formic acid ester, remaining all esters gives rise to the tertiary alcohols. Addition of two molecules of RMGX. Two intermediates we will get. Two molecules of RMGX, two intermediates we will get. That's why what I am saying here, R C double bond O single bond OR on two molecules of R2MGX. So what will be the answer? I will give the simple reaction. Final answer what it is means OR dash. Here how many molecules? Two molecules of RMGX gives rise to. You should remove total this point. You should remove total, and what is remaining is RCOH or R. Which alcohol this is? Tertiary alcohol. This total, you should break this total part and you should add one hydrogen here. Addition of two alkyl groups here will get the final answer. Clear? So practice only, practice you will get the proper answer regarding this. So here Grignard reagents combined with esters also gives rise to tertiary alcohols. And reduction of Grignard reagents also gives rise to alcohols. Reduction of aldehydes also gives rise to alcohols. And hydrolysis of alkenes gives rise to alcohols. And next one, number 4 is from alkyl halides. Fourth one is from alkyl halides. RX. What is RX? Is alkyl halides. See this. RX plus aqueous NaOH gives rise to ROH plus NaX. Second one is RX plus moist Ag2O. Moist Ag2O means silver oxide. Moist Ag2O is nothing but we should go with AgOH. AgOH. So what will be the answer is here also ROH plus AgX. Here three types of alkyl halides was primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, tertiary alkyl halide. But good yield we will get with respect to the primary alkyl halide. Good yield only with respect to the primary alkyl halide. But this method is not sufficient method. It is not a convenient method to the preparation of alcohols because of alkyl halides themselves only prepared from alcohols. That is a drawback. It is alkyl halides. So preparation of alkyl halides, you should select alcohols only. Alkyl halides themselves only prepare from alcohols. Because of ROH plus NaX gives rise to what we will get. NaOH will be eliminated, RX will be formed. Clear? So alkyl halides themselves only prepared from this alcohols. So due to that, this is a not sufficient method, not a good method, not a sufficient method to the preparation of alcohols. And then what the use of this means? This can be used to the preparation of benzyl alcohol. Benzyl alcohol means suppose we should go with this example. Toluene. Add chlorine in the presence of light, then we will get CH2Cl. This is called as benzyl chloride. This is called as toluene. Toluene is also named as methyl benzene. This is an example for aromatic alkyl benzene. This is a benzyl halide. Alkyl benzene is benzyl halide. And then if you take it is aqueous NaOH, hydrolysis. Aqueous NaOH, what will get the answer is CH2OH. This is called as benzyl alcohol. This is called as benzyl alcohol. So this will be this process can be used for the preparation of aromatic, not aromatic. Benzyl alcohol is a convenient method to the preparation of by using. Generally, we should go with RX plus NaOH according to SN1 or SN2 mechanism. We are going with the mechanism. We will get alcohols, but in this also primary alcohols will be sufficient yield, but secondary alcohols, tertiary alcohols, tertiary alkyl halides, secondary alkyl halides are not yield perfect because of alkyl halides are obtained from alcohols only. Alkyl halides are obtained from alcohols only. On the basis of that, this process is not perfect. This process is not perfect to the preparation of alcohols from alkyl halides. It is. And the next one is last one is one more preparation. From oxygen. Oxygen means cyclic ether. Cyclic ether oxygen, we should go with ethylene oxide. Oxygen. That is ethylene oxide. Oxygen, or it is also called as ethylene oxide. So here simple, this is ethylene oxide is called as oxygen. This is the structure. Here also treated with RNGX. We know R is minus, MgX is plus. What you will get? R CH2 CH2 OMgX. Later decompose. You should eliminate this. What will be the answer? R CH2 CH2 OH. So this is alcohol. So this is also alcohol from cyclic ethers. Cyclic ethers also react with Grignard reagent. Cyclic ethers are react with the Grignard reagent, gives rise to the alcohols. So these 5 are the preparations of alcohols from different methods, and out of these 5, some preparations are said to be the industrial methods. How to prepare alcohol in industrial methods? Industrial methods 3 will be there. Out of the 3, industrial preparation of alcohol, industrial or commercial industrial preparation of alcohol. Number 1 is from alkene. You know alkene? Alkane plus water in the presence of acid gives rise to alcohol. Unsymmetrical alkene plus water according to Markovnikov rule gives rise to alcohol. This is industrial method. Industrial method, we should go with the alkenes. Acid hydrolysis of alkenes gives rise to alcohols. Second one is also the industrial method, that is a very important, fermentation. Fermentation process is very important. Fermentation. Fermentation means preparation of alcohol from molasses or preparation of alcohol from starch in the presence of yeast. Yeast can produce some enzymes, invertase, zymase, and diastase. If you should take a starch, that is diastase. If you should go with sucrose after preparation of sugar crystals from the sugar industry, it is after preparation of the sugar crystals. We will get one brown color liquid. That liquid is called as molasses. From that molasses, preparation of alcohol, that process is called as fermentation. So what is a fermentation? Means fermentation is a reverse of polymerization. What is a polymerization? Polymerization is small becomes large is polymerization. Fermentation is what? Large becomes small. Large becomes small in the presence of enzyme. In the presence of enzyme. So here fermentation, 2 types of fermentations was there. Number 1, we should go with the C12H22O11 invertase, C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. One is a glucose, second one is a fructose. Next is the C6H12O6. Zymase gives rise to C2H5OH plus CO. CO2 is a byproduct here. CO2 is a byproduct. While doing this fermentation, this process takes place in the presence of anaerobic conditions. Anaerobic conditions. What are the anaerobic conditions? Anaerobic. What is the anaerobic condition? Means absence of air. Absence of air. Because of in this reaction, carbon dioxide will be liberated. This carbon dioxide is protected for the oxidation of alcohol into carboxylic acid. Addition of oxygen to alcohol. Addition of oxygen to alcohol. Alcohol is oxidized to carboxylic acid. To prevent the further oxidation, this total reaction is takes place in the presence of carbon dioxide atmosphere. That's why carbon dioxide is form a layer to prevent the oxidation of carboxylic acid, oxidation of ethyl alcohol it is. So reaction takes place in the presence of anaerobic condition is nothing but absence of air. And while doing this process, we'll get the percentage of alcohol is a 15%. This 15% is technically is called as wash. Technically, this 15% of alcohol is called as wash, and this wash undergoes fractional distillation. This wash undergoes fractional distillation to will get 95.6% of alcohol, and remaining 4.95.5 you should take. 4.5% is water. This 95.6, 95.5 or 96, or we should take it like that. So this 95.5% of alcohol is called as a rectified spirit. This is called as a rectified spirit. Rectified spirit. So this rectified spirit is obtained from technical wash undergoes fractional distillation. Fractional distillation of wash gives rise to 95.5% of alcohol, 95.4% alcohol, remaining 4.6% is water. This composition is called as azeotrope mixture. Minimum boiling azeotrope it is. Minimum boiling azeotrope, 95.5% alcohol and 5 or you should go with 95% alcohol, 5% water is called as azeotrope mixture it is. So this percentage is azeotrope mixture, minimum boiling azeotrope, and 15% is wash, 95.6% is called as rectified spirit. To this 95% of alcohol, you should add some lime, CaO. Addition of lime to this. Addition of lime to this will get 100% alcohol. 100% alcohol is called as absolute alcohol. 100% alcohol is called as absolute alcohol. Absolute alcohol which can use it for the preparation of many medicines in medical industries, in medicines, in pharma industries, in pharma side. Alcohol is used as a solvent, and alcohol also used for preparation of liquor. Liquor factory it is, that is a wine, brandy, beer, whiskey like that. So to avoid the drinking purpose of this alcohol, to avoid the drinking purpose of this alcohol means the government will supply that alcohols to that medical laboratories with the help of tankers. While transport the tankers, they are adding some ingredients. What are the ingredients? Those are not ingredients, but they can add one compound. That compound is nothing but pyridine, or that compound you should add methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol you should add to this, or pyridine you should add. What happens when pyridine is added to this alcohol? Then that alcohol will be denatured. Denatured means while we are drinking that denatured spirit, then it leads to the cause. The quantity will be less. It becomes the people, the human being who was consumption of this denatured spirit become blind, and if it will be quantity is more, it causes death also. So that type of spirit is called as a denatured spirit. So to this 100% absolute alcohol, add pyridine, add pyridine or add CH3OH. That is called as what it is? Denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol on consumption of this what will get it is blindness will get blindness, and severe except consumption is more, that is dead it is cause. So 15% alcohol is called as wash, and wash fractional distillation gives rise to 95.6%, that is called as rectified spirit. Remaining part is water. The mixture is called as minimum boiling azeotrope, and rectified spirit is treated with calcium oxide, gives rise to 100% alcohol. 100% alcohol is called as absolute alcohol, and absolute alcohol is used to the preparation of in pharma industries. While this absolute alcohol is mixed with methyl alcohol or pyridine, then the absolute alcohol becomes denatured. That is called as denatured spirit. The denatured spirit is consumption of denatured spirit leads to the blindness or severe it was cause death. It is. So this total process is set with the fermentation. Fermentation takes place nearly 2 to 3 days. The temperature is nearly 35 to 40 degrees, 30 degrees room temperature is required, and this fermentation required some yeast, because of yeast to produce some enzymes, and that first yeast requires some food. That food is nothing but ammonium phosphate, ammonium sulfates. You should add that. So this total process will be takes place from molasses. Suppose the compound is C6H10O5. C6H10O5 taken here. This gives rise to C12H22O11. This is called as maltose. Maltose reaction takes place in the presence of diastase. And this maltose C12H22O11, here if you take maltase, maltase gives rise to two molecules of C6H12O6. This is called as glucose. So from again this glucose gives rise to ethyl alcohol plus carbon dioxide. Same we can prepare the ethyl alcohol from fermentation, either molasses sucrose solution, mother liquor solution, or what about that, it is starch. And industrial preparation of general alcohols from hydration, addition of water to alkene. Addition of water to alkene will get alcohols. And one more industrial process also there. And one more industrial process of alcohol, we should go with oxo process. Oxo process also industrial process. Oxo process, what is oxo process means? Oxo method. Oxo method, simple, you should take here RCH double bond CH2. This is called as alkene. We should add CO plus H2. Carbon monoxide plus hydrogen. Reaction takes place in the presence of CO to CO8. CO to CO8 means octacarbonyl dicobalt. Octacarbonyl dicobalt. This CO is cobalt. This is called as carbonyl. Octacarbonyl dicobalt. Reaction takes place, then we will get RCH single bond, RCH to single bond, CHO it is. CH2 single bond CHO. This is becomes aldehyde, because H2, CO and H2. COH2 is nothing but water gas. Water gas, when this reaction is also called as hydroformylation. Hydroformylation. Hydroformylation, or it is also called as oxo method. It is also called as oxo method or hydroformylation. And in this hydroformylation, what we are taking starting compound means starting compound is any one of the alkene, and that alkene is treated with carbon monoxide plus H2. Carbon monoxide H2 is called as what it is? Water gas. Reagent CO to CO8. CO to CO8 is octacarbonyl cobalt 2 dicobalt. Then we will get aldehyde and H2 in the presence of nickel. Then what will be the answer? R CH2 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 OH. This is said to be alcohol. This process is called as alcohol. And what will be the general preparation of methyl alcohol is methyl alcohol, or it is also called as methanol, or it is also called as wood spirit. Because of previous days, it is obtained from that only, wood spirit, and it is highly poisonous. Methyl alcohol is a highly poisonous compound. It is. And this methyl alcohol, how to prepare methyl alcohol means methyl alcohol is prepared from the water gas only, hydrogenation of water gas. Hydrogenation of water gas. So preparation of methyl alcohol, large scale methyl alcohol, it is CO plus 2H2. Reaction takes place in the presence of 573 Kelvin temperature, 200 atmosphere pressure, ZNO and Cr2O3. This is very important, my dear students. Make a note that what will be the answer is CH3OH. CH3OH is called as methyl alcohol, and it is highly poisonous compound. It is. While we are adding this methyl alcohol to ethyl alcohol, then the ethyl alcohol will be denatured. Denatured it is. And methyl alcohol is also called as wood spirit. So these are the general common industrial methods. what we observed in that NCERT and beyond NCERT also some reactions was there. So you should make a note, and this was very very important. ZNO and Cr2O3 is a catalyst, and here also this is a catalyst in Absorb process. CO to CO8. One CO is carbon monoxide, one CO is cobalt. Both are not same. Don't get confused with this. So clear. And next one, these alcohols. What about the chemical properties? Physical properties. Physical properties, we should go with only two physical properties. One is the solubility and second one is the boiling points. That only two physical properties. Alcohols, lower number of alcohols, starting three alcohols are completely soluble in water. And as the molecular mass increases, the solubility will be decreases. Starting alcohols are volatile. Starting alcohols are burning taste. Starting alcohols are odorless, colorless. Remember this is. Starting alcohols means below 7, 8. N is equal to 7. N is actually according to the text there was given 12. But 12 means it is dodecahedric. So starting the molecular mass of the alcohol is less. Such type of alcohols are colorless, odorless, and burning taste. And as the molecular mass increases, solubility decreases. Starting three alcohols, methanol, ethanol, propanol. Methanol, ethanol, propanol are completely soluble in water. Completely soluble in water. And the molar mass increases means solubility decreases because of alkyl groups. Alkyl groups are the responsible for the solubility because of alkyl groups are what about that hydrophobic it is. So hydrophobic. So what points we have to concentrate this physical properties means only 2 points I will give. Solubility. As molar mass increases, solubility decreases. Remember, solubility decreases as molar mass increases. Solubility decreases as molar mass increases. Some examples are there. Isomeric alcohols. For isomeric alcohols, as branches increases, solubility increases. Remember, this is very very important. For isomeric alcohols, as branches increases, solubility increases. For normal alcohols, as the molar mass increases, solubility decreases. What will be the reason means why lower number of alcohols are soluble in water, heavier number of alcohols are insoluble in water means responsible is only the formation of hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding takes place between alcohols. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding takes place due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. And here, why isomeric alcohols? For isomeric alcohols, branches alcohols are more soluble in water because of branches alcohols. Alkyl chain length will be minimum. Alkyl chain length will be minimum. That's why it is. We should say said like this. And next one, boiling point. Boiling points. Then what about boiling points? Boiling point generally greater than same molecular formula of alkanes, aldehydes, ketones because of due to the formation of hydrogen bonding. So here boiling points you should concentrate one point regarding this for isomeric alcohols. Isomeric alcohols as branches increases, boiling point decreases. As branches increases, boiling point decreases. For isomeric alcohols, as branches increases, boiling point decreases. So normal pentane greater than isopentane greater than neopentane. This is what boiling point increase. It is solubility. Solubility is more neopentane. Solubility is normal pentane. Normal, sorry. Isobutanol, pentanol, normal pentanol, isopentanol, neopentanol. All it is branches it is. So as branches increases, solubility increases, but boiling point decreases. Generally, as molar mass increases, boiling point increases. So it is. So these are the starting important physical properties, and this physical property was very important because of as the number of branches increases, boiling point decreases, solubility increases. That point was very important point. So you make underline you underline this point in your initial. In that physical properties, boiling point increases as decreases as branches increases. This is for isomeric alcohols. Solubility increases as branches increases. This is also for solubility alcohols. Starting 3 alcohols soluble, it is completely in water due to the formation of hydrogen bonding. It is clear. And the next one is chemical properties. That is very important. So physical properties only you should concentrate this boiling point term. Chemical properties very important, my dear students. This is a R OH, or we should write R is what? If you take any alkyl, this is alcohol. Chemical properties takes place with respect to cleavage of OH bond. Some chemical reactions are there. Second one is cleavage of CO bond, and third one both alkyl and OH group. So three types of chemical properties we have to revise regarding these alcohols. One is the cleavage of OH bond cleavage reactions was there. CO bond cleavage reactions was there. Both alkyl as well as OH group cleavage reactions also there. So how to distinguish these three types of reactions? When OH cleavage takes place, when CO cleavage takes place, when both alkyl and OH cleavage takes place, we have to, how we have to know? That is very important point. Suppose there is no total overall we will get that is nearly 12 to 14 reactions on the basis of this. So after completion of this, I will give conclusion regarding this, how to differentiate OH cleavage, CO cleavage, and OH both alkyl cleavage. So now we'll discuss about the cleavage of OH today. For this session, still 7 minutes was there. So we can utilize that 7 minutes to completion of this OH cleavage. How many reactions was there regarding OH cleavage? The chemical properties, number one, acidic character. Number one is acidic character. Alcohols are weak acids. Acid dissociation constant is nearly 10 power minus 16 to 10 power minus 18. Acid dissociation constants, Ka value we know. Ka value is nearly 10 power minus 16 to 10 power minus 18. That acid dissociation constant is very less, means that is weak acid. Ka is more strong acid. Ka is less weak acid. So alcohols are very weak acids. What are the evidences? Generally acid, the evidence, acid plus metal gives rise to hydrogen gas. Acid plus metal hydride gives rise to liberate what gas? H2 gas. Acid plus what about that next one is sodium metal carbonate. We should go with carbonate Na2CO3 or CaCO3 or sodium bicarbonate or sodium carbonate. Such type of reactions was there. Should go with what it is Na2CO3. Liberate what gas? CO2 gas. Acid plus base. This is what it is. Base gives rise to salt plus water. What is acid? Acid is a proton donor. Proton donor is called as acid. So acidic strength of alcohol. Alcohols are weak acids. Alcohols are weak acids. Obviously, it is obviously weak acids. Why alcohols are weak acids than water? Alcohols are weaker than water. It is weaker than water. Three types of alcohols was there. One is primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. See this one. CH3COH, single bond CH3, single bond CH. CH3 single bond CHOH, single bond CH3. Secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol, and CH3CH2OH. This is called as a primary alcohol. Once you observe, my dear students, tertiary alcohol, secondary alcohol, primary alcohol, so OH group is completely attached with the CH type groups. These groups are called as CH type groups. CH type groups are called as alkyl groups. Alkyl groups are what it is? Alkyl groups are called as plus I groups. Plus I groups are called as electron donating groups. Electron donating groups, what it was doing? Decrease acidic strength. Decrease acidic strength according to the inductive effect. Electron donating groups decrease acidic strength. Here three electron donating groups are there. Donating electron pair, donating electron pair, donating electron pair. Electron density is more on carbon atom. Then that electron density shifted to this carbon atom. Oxygen, this oxygen is more electronegative. Is it possible to donate H from this? Not possible. So tertiary alcohols are very weak acids. Secondary alcohols, two alkyl groups are there. Compare this to this, it is a little bit good to donate. While coming to primary alcohol, only one alkyl group is there. It is compared to these two, it is a little bit good. So tertiary alcohol acidic less than, secondary alcohols acidic less than primary alcohols. And this primary alcohols acidic character less than water molecule. Because of in water molecule, one is H is there, one more is OH is there. H and OH. H and OH means there is no electron donating group for there. So water is a good proton donor. Water is a good proton donor compared to alcohols. So alcohols are weak acids and water is a strong acid. Alcohols are weak acid, water is a strong acid. So what will be the evidence? So this will be the according to the inductive effect, according to the electron withdrawing group, electron donating group, we are explaining the acidic strength of carboxyl, acidic strength of what it is? Alcohols. So here we should go with some more reactions. Suppose alcohol reacts with metal. Alcohol, what is that alcohol? CH3, CH2OH. React with sodium metal. React with metal it is. So my dear students, very important this is where you observe metal plus alcohol. Metal plus alcohol. Simply you break OH bond. Metal plus alcohol, you break OH bond. OH bond means what will be the answer is C2H5, sorry it is a CH3, CH2, ONA plus half H2. Liberate what gas? Half H2. Hydrogen gas will be liberated. Condition 1 satisfied. Acid plus metal gives rise to hydrogen gas. Acid plus metal gives rise to hydrogen gas. Condition 1 is satisfied. Clear? So condition 1 satisfied means it is an acid. Alcohol is acid. When alcohol is react with metal hydride, alcohol react with metal hydride, same reaction CH3 single bond, CH2 single bond, OH plus NaH. Here also break OH bond only, metal hydride, metal like this species. If the question was there in the one is one substrate is alcohol, second reagent is metal compound is there. Metal compound is there, simple your target to break OH bond. Break the OH bond, this H combines to formation of H2 gas, liberate here. Again, what is answer? CH3, CH2, ONA. Alcohol react with metal hydride to liberate H2 gas. Very good. Alcohols react with metals, liberate H2 gas. Very good it is. And next one is alcohol plus NaOH, CH3, CH2OH plus NaOH, no reaction. Alcohol plus carbonate, CH3, CH2OH plus Na2CO3, no carbon dioxide, no reaction here. Alcohols cannot react with sodium hydroxides. Alcohols cannot react with sodium carbonates. The compounds which are react with metals, metal hydrates, sodium carbonates, sodium hydroxides, metal carbonates, metal bicarbonates, that type of compound is considered as a strong acid. The type of compound is considered as strong acid. All acids react with metals, metal hydrates, liberate hydrogen gas. Only few acids are react with sodium hydroxide. Only few acids are react with sodium bicarbonate. So only few examples can satisfy four conditions. Few examples satisfy three conditions. Few examples satisfy two conditions. According to the satisfaction, we should divide the alcohols first. We should divide the compounds are strong acids, weak acids. So alcohol is a weak acid according to the electron withdrawal donating group. According to the plus A factor also we explained, and according to this reagents, metal and metal hydrides and metal carbonates, metal hydroxides, we should go. Alcohols can satisfy only some reactions. Regarding remaining not reactions are not observed in alcohols. Alcohol react with metal, liberate H2 gas. Okay, success. Alcohol react with metal hydride, gives rise to H2 gas. It is also success. So these two reactions are evidence for alcohols are act as acids, but it is not strong acids. It's a weak acid. Alcohols are weak acids. So my dear students, make a note acidic character of alcohol. So all alcohols are weak acids. But to confusion of point of view, they should give like this also. CH3, COH, CH3, CH3. This is a tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol, in examination they should give like Al. Al is called as aluminum. Al is called as aluminum. Aluminum also belongs to metal. Again, you should break here only. Where metal is there, you break OH bond only. Aluminum valency 3 will be there. Aluminum valency 3. So you should add taken thrice. The answer is CH3 single bond, CH3 single bond, CH3 OAL taken 3. Please 1 by 2 H2. Don't get confused. Simple. The metal will be there. Metal combined with metal will be liberate hydrogen gas. Metal will liberate hydrogen gas. So according to the information, tertiary alcohols weaker than secondary alcohols, weaker than primary alcohols, weaker than water. So water is a strong acid. This is acidic strength. Acidic strength. This is acidic strength according to the factors, inductive effective factor and electron withdrawing group and electron donating group, according to the factor which alcohols are strong, which alcohols are weak. As alkyl groups increases, electron donating group capacity increases. Electron donating group increases means electron density increase. Electron density increase means acidic strength decrease. Electron density increase, acidic strength decrease. Electron density decrease, acidic strength increases. Positive inductive effect. Positive groups are electron donating, decrease acidic strength. The negative groups are electron withdrawing groups, increase acidic strength. So all alcohols are weak acids. All alcohols are weak acid. Tertiary alcohol is very weak acid. Secondary alcohol is a weak acid. Primary alcohol is a weak acid, and water is a weak acid. And remove H from this. Remove H from this means we will get CH3 taken thrice CO minus greater than CH3 taken twice CHO minus greater than CH3 CH2. What about the primary alcohol? CH2O minus greater than CH3O minus. So here, my dear students, this you should add H here. Addition of H to this. Addition of H to this is tertiary alcohol. This is a secondary alcohol. This is a primary alcohol. This is a methyl alcohol. So these are the conjugate bases. These are said to be conjugate base. Conjugate base. So tertiary alcohol weak acid, water is strong acid. Tertiary alcohol weak acid, water is strong acid. On the basis of that, weak acid conjugate base is strong. This is the very strongest conjugate base. It is trimethyl tertiary butoxide. This is tertiary butoxide is the strongest conjugate base. Next is secondary isopropoxide. Next is ethoxide. Next is methoxide. So strong acid conjugate base is weak. Weak acid conjugate base is strong. On the basis of that, tertiary alcohols are weak acids. Weak acids conjugate base is strong. Because of this type of reagents, we can observe in elimination reactions, E1, E2 reactions. Some reactions, some will be the poor living groups. Was there that that type of poor living groups can be eliminated by using this method only. It is clear. So this will be the acidic strength of acidic character of alcohols. Remaining reactions we should discuss on next section. I hope you understood. Be strong and practice the reactions from that NCERT. I wish you all the best. Have a nice day. Thank you one and all.